Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought this week I'd do a quick plan with me, and so I'm going to walk you through my setup for the week and just talk a little bit about how I set my weeks up and what I'm doing here in my Stalogy. So first of all, I just thought I'd show you, this is the kit that I purchased on Etsy, and I tried my best to use every single sticker this week. I'll tag the kit down below in the show notes so you'll be able to download it if you want to get it from the shop on Etsy. So just taking a quick look at my month of June and my monthly tasks, and just getting ready to start setting up for the new week. Here's my tracker. You guys may have seen this on Instagram and in my previous video. I love this tracker and I'm really enjoying using it and keeping up with it every day and making my updates. So now we'll just do a quick flip through of what last week looked like as we transitioned into June. I tried a different layout for my weekly this week. Not sure that I liked it very much, but then what I did pretty much for every day was journaling rather than listing out all my tasks and things like that. So today's Sunday, I still have to do my journaling for the day, but let's get started setting up for the week. So what I think I'm going to do this time is do 2 weeks together. So I'll have on the left hand page, I'll have this current week, and on the right hand page I'll have next week, and that way I can do a little bit of planning ahead. I thought about doing all of the remaining weeks of June together, but I felt like that might be too much and I'd have too many journaling pages in a row. So I'm just going to do 2 weeks here. So I'm going back to my old layout because my brain didn't like that new layout that I did last week. So I'm just counting out, and for my vertical, I have 5 boxes down for Monday through Friday. When Saturday and Sunday I split 4 and 3, just because I don't typically have as much going on the weekends. And then I'm going 10 across so that I have basically half the page for my to-do list and half the page for my appointments. And even though I plan every day, day by day, I like having this overview so I don't forget things that I need to do and scheduled appointments. And I just generally write my to-do list for the whole week, and then the night before I'll decide if I'm going to try to do whatever task that is the next day, because I don't know what my work schedule looks like. And some days my work schedule is very busy and I have a lot of meetings and I don't have any time to do any personal tasks. And then other days my schedule is less meeting heavy and I can fit in some personal tasks. So I don't usually schedule out my tasks until the night before. So I'm just going to set this up here, and I'm going to actually fast forward this a little bit so that you're not watching me draw a bunch of lines, and then we'll come back. Okay, and so through the magic of video editing, that's all set up. I'm taking a look at the week ahead, seeing what I have for the next 2 weeks on my calendar, and figuring out what days of the week that is. So then I'm going to set up the days here, adding some stickers and things like that, and then adding in my weekly appointments. So I'm going to speed this up here in just a second, and we'll come back in just a minute. So now that I've got my days figured out, I'm looking at some stickers that I might want to use. These are from the April Cocoa Daisy kit, but I liked the colors and I didn't use them in April, so I thought I'd make use of them for this month. And these are just the days of the week, Sunday, Monday, through the week. I'm going to run those down the left-hand side. And you'll notice as I do this that because of the size of the sticker and the size of my page, I'm going to have to trim some of these a little bit, and I just overlap them. And as I've said before in my videos, I'm not one to worry about everything being perfect. These are going to be maybe a little bit wonky in some cases, but I'm just sticking them down and not worrying about it. The Cocoa Daisy stickers are super sticky, so usually once they hit that paper, that's where they're going to live. And so I've just learned to embrace the messiness and not worry about it. And here I'm having to trim Wednesday a little bit because it's very long. So fast forward through this and I'll be right back. And thank goodness you didn't have to watch me put all those stickers down, because that was really painful. And I got interrupted 11,000 times by people, because you know, when you start to film a video and nobody's home and you think, hey, this is a great time to film a video because nobody's here to bother you, that's when everybody decides to come find you and ask questions. So anyway, finishing this up, adding in my menu and a few holidays here that we have coming up, like Father's Day. And then I'll be ready to do my tasks list and in my to-dos for the week. I'm using an old Cocoa Daisy kit from last year now for the numbers and the decorations. This is from June of, it might have been 2021. And now I'm finally getting down to writing my to-dos for the week. And you'll see that I had a post-it note that I was using last week to jot things down as I thought about them so that I didn't forget. And a few menu items that were requests from the family there at the bottom of that post-it note that I'll add at the bottom of the page. So this is the layout that works for me. I have my to-dos at the top on the right-hand side with my menu for the week at the bottom, and then my appointments and calendar stuff along the left-hand side of the page. And we'll see how this works this week with having 2 weeks together. I kind of like it just from my setup. Just looking now to add my appointments. But anyway, I think it'll be interesting to see. And what I'm thinking for July is that when I set the month of July up, I will probably just do all the weeks at once and then have all the dailies after that, and just be able to add notes and anything as I go without having to worry about saving space for a week at a glance or something like that would be coming up. So we'll see. It's evolving, but that's the beautiful thing about doing it this way with a bullet journal style setup, is that I can make changes as I go until I find what's working for me right now. So that's the plan. And finally, I think the week is finished. So here's what it looks like, and I'm gonna go update my trackers. I like to highlight the weather, and gray, sunny, gray for rainy days, yellow for sunny days. And in Georgia, that's pretty much what we have, rain or sun. And updating my high and low temperatures for the day. And then the personal care trackers that I have there, just catching up from the last 2 days that I hadn't done. And the bottom left there of that tracker are tasks that are done periodically through the month. So you'll see I have them highlighted in gray when they would be done. So I think I'm pretty much done here with my tracker. And so for the dailies, once again, I'm using some kits that I purchased on Etsy and printed out and cut with my Cricut. This one that's in the cellophane bag, my Cricut went a little crazy and everything got cut all the way through the paper. So I have a bunch of individually cut out stickers, which was quite the pain. But anyway, I can still use them. And I think that's the ones I'm going to use for this week. I've decided that I'm going to use each of these kits one per week and see how many pages I can get out of it. This one's a beach theme. Which I think is really pretty. And like I said in my last video, to me, June is all about the beach, even though this year I don't get to go to the beach in June. But yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just trying to pull things apart that might have gotten stuck together and shouldn't have been, figure out what works best for the week. And I'm just going to lay that out and get my page set up. Generally speaking, I use 1 page per day. But if you saw my last video, you know that there were some days that I didn't even need a whole page, and that's when I wasn't journaling as much. But this past week when I was journaling a lot, I used a whole page per day. So it really just depends on my mood, what I'm thinking about, what I want to document, and you know, we'll see. This week is Father's Day, so there may be more journaling just because of that, but I'm going to speed this up and show you the finished page here in just a minute. And since I don't know for sure if I'm going to need a whole page or 2 pages, I'm not going to stick the Tuesday down. I'm just going to stick it back in my little baggie, put it back in the back of my planner, and at the end of the day on Monday, if I haven't used the whole page, then I'll add that Tuesday banner at the top. And if not, I'll save it for the next day. And I'm just going to make a couple of notes of the things that I think I want to try to get done on Monday, which is just really one thing that I need to be sure I get done. And that's ordering a part for my daughter's washing machine that she's going to have in her new apartment. So that's really it. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and let me know in the comments what you're doing in your planner for the week this week. Bye, everybody.